Hi, welcome to Galactic Command Tarot. This is a psychic beacon, so if you're watching this, then you're a member of Galactic Command. Now, you can choose to believe that or not, but as it is, you exist in one of two states or conditions, and that is either active or inactive. Now, active means everything I say or do or pull from the ancient Galactic Command Tarot deck will apply to you. Inactive means everything I say or do or pull from the ancient Galactic Command Tarot deck will not apply to you. To go from inactive to active, all you have to do is say, of my own free will, I volunteer for service with Galactic Command. And that is it. Now, this is the Twinflame Journey, so I put that in there so you can have accountability for yourself. Now, if you are inactive, here's something. As I said, if you're inactive, none of this reading will apply to you. But if you ever have an emergency where you need advice, that's all you have to do. There's nothing wrong. You are just acknowledging who you are. You're not selling your soul to the devil. You're not doing anything like that. You are just saying, hi, I'm me, and I'm doing this. And we are light beings. We serve the Almighty God. So, if at any time you are inactive, that's all you have to do. Just say those words, of my own free will, I volunteer for service with Galactic Command, and that is it. And you just go about living your life. And every time you come here, this will apply to you. Now, this is the ancient Galactic Command Tarot deck manifested by Archangel Michael in the presence of the Almighty God. Okay? Almighty God. You know, however you want to call him, the supreme being, the creative conscious of the universe, the universal mind. You all know what I'm talking about. The source of goodness and love in the universe. Okay? We just call him the Almighty God. We make it simple. And so, since it was manifested in his presence, it talks. Because an angel did it. An angel did it in the presence of the Almighty God, and it talks. So it doesn't matter what your situation is. It will apply. Nothing is too hard for the Almighty God. Doesn't matter what your situation is. You are here because you are drawn here. Okay? So let's get started. I try to do everything in front of you so that you see it happening. Okay? Now, the way it works, as in any tarot deck, there's all kinds of people tell you how you ever want to do it. But basically, all you do is just you shuffle until you feel like you need to stop. Some people sit there and let the cards jump out. Some people will have these rituals that they do. All we do is we shuffle until we feel like stopping, like this. Take your hand, left hand, cut it into 3 decks. Place the one on the bottom on top. And that is it. And I've done it all in front of you, and this is your reading. Oh, excuse me. King of Wands. Actions. I'm listening. It's taking actions and thinking about them at the same time. So this is thoughtful actions. Now, this is the king. So these are imperative actions that you want to get done. It's whatever you're going to do, you will be successful at it. Not right away. It has to build. This is like as a king gives an order. people carry it out. And as people carry it out, they say, okay, I will tell you what to do, you will tell them what to do, and then it will dispense out into the countryside, like as a king. So in Galactic Command, it's the same way. He gives an order, and the order is followed by those below him, and it eventually goes out to the commanders and to the ships and to the soldiers and then out into the universe, whatever needs to be done. So these are decisions that you're making, and it may seem slow at first, but it's going to build and it's going to pick up, and you will succeed because it is divinely guided, which is why you're thinking it over. So take your time. Wands is actions, but take your time to think them over. Be like a king. Like King Solomon, he would sit there and they would come up to him and they'd pose problems. And being a wise man, that's what he asked for. He asked for wisdom. When he was granted many gifts, but he said, "What would you like most?" And he asked for wisdom. So take your time, think it over, and then act, and it will work, but it'll take a little bit of time. Okay. First card out. Because it's a fair and balanced deal. It's divinely guided. So see that? Temperance. Straight down into your head. See? Coming down. It's divinely guided. It's balance. The balance. It's good and bad being fairly meted out. So you must understand that what's happening is that as you make a decision, it's clearing the way so that the goodness comes down, so that it's clearing all the positive out to one side, all the negative out to the negative side, and you're getting the pureness of the thought in you. So you can discern the difference. So you can discern the difference, just like night and day, light and dark. And whatever decision you make, it's the right decision. Okay? So take your time, but whatever decision you come up with, it's the right decision. See, it's divinely guided. It's a major card. Temperance, balance. You're achieving balance. You're achieving your goal. Like I said, this is a Twinflame Journey. So if you have a certain goal in mind, you're close to achieving that. Very close. The Hierophant. Another major card. It's your lessons. See this? This is the presence of the Almighty God. It's like a sun. This is like you. Your knowledge is so much that you're almost like a teacher. You're wondering. It's meaning people may ask you questions about what's going on. Think about it. You can share some of this knowledge, but don't be drawn in. Don't be drawn into explaining things you don't understand. Truth. Talking with truth is very, very hard. When somebody asks you something, when you're talking to somebody, sometimes you might want to exaggerate, but you should tell them you're exaggerating. If you're telling a joke, tell them it's a joke. But speaking the truth is very, very hard. It's hard to say, I don't know, or I can't explain that. So you say that. You say, I don't know the whole answer, but it might not be me to figure it out. It might be you to figure it out. That is one of the things I had to go through, was learning to speak the truth all the time. If somebody asked me something, I would answer, but a lot of my answers were like this: balance. And I learned that. I would say, okay, I'll give you an answer, but I will also give you the reasons why. But if you don't want to know the reasons, then I will simply answer yes or no, or I don't know. A lot of people would like to hear, a lot of people don't. As you become more enlightened in Galactic Command, as you learn about life, as you learn about love and about what you're looking for or who you are with, be truthful. Always be truthful. If someone says, I love you, and you love them, even if they're a human being, that you've never met before, you can say, I love you as a human. I can love you as a friend, and I can love you as the love of your life. But let's work on the friendship part first. And if it's the love of your life, say, I will not try to say anything that is not true. Even if they mean something simple like this: would you like chicken for supper? You can say, why, yes, I'd like chicken for supper. I'd love it. Can we bake it? Can we fry it? Or you might just say, I just want some hot dogs. But be truthful. Little things like that, they change the vibrational frequency in you, because you're not lying. You're changing the chemistry inside your head. You're changing the way you think. You don't have to think of an excuse. When you tell the truth, and I'm telling you, it is very hard. When you tell the truth, you don't have to explain it in any other way than the truth. So when they say, what did you think? And I said, well, I don't have to come up with an excuse of what I said, because I said the truth. What did I tell you? Well, you said this, then that's what I meant. You can ask me to change my mind, or you can come up with a different argument, but at that moment, that is the truth to the best of my ability. Now, you can be wrong. It's not wrong to be wrong, because it's the truth as you know it. And then when you're wrong, you say, you know what? I was wrong. And say it. Say it for yourself too, so that your body knows that you're telling the truth when you're admitting you are wrong. And if you take accountability for yourself, if you did something wrong, then you say, you know what? It's not their fault because they didn't do this. It's not their fault because they did that. It's my fault because I did this. You don't blame it on other people. You take accountability for yourself. These are really hard things to do. They are. Saying I'm wrong, saying the truth, admitting it, and not blaming others. These change what's happening inside you. They bring others to you that are like you. And you're learning. And it's bringing you that much closer to the divine light. Look, standing right there, being guided, the Ankh, life, also the symbol of angels. You are becoming like that. That's how close you are. God would like you to talk to him. Even if it's just to say hi. You know how happy he is when you just say, God, this is me. Hi. I've invited you into my life. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what to ask for you, but at least I'm saying hi. I might have to get accustomed to talking to you, but I'm starting with the first step of saying hi. Always walk with me. At least try. I will try to walk with you if you please try to walk with me. And one of the first things is truth and love. And they're very hard. It is very, very hard. But you're doing it. Keep working on it. Keep trying. See, look. Thoughts, actions. First card out. Believe. Like they tell kids at Christmas time. Believe. A Christmas tree. It's your life. 9 of Pentacles, isn't it? 5 of Pentacles, sorry. Reading it upside down. 5 of Pentacles, it's your life. Look at that. Believe. Sometimes you have doubts. Don't we all? And I say it, and I'm speaking the truth. I did too. It's hard. I say that to myself, not every day, but I keep saying to myself, believe. I have faith. I work, and I move forward. I try to do the best I can, and that's what I do. I try to do the best I can. You know, one of the things that angels say, and it's about surprise. It's about being scared. Now, like when you watch scary movies and something comes out of the screen at you and you jump back and you go, angels have this to say about that. They say, it's okay to be startled. You know, like a jack in a box or being surprised or anything like that. It's okay to be startled. It's up to you to be afraid. Because you can be startled and go, and they go, oh. Or you can say, okay, well, I was startled. I wasn't prepared. Let's get up and let's move forward. But it's okay. Okay? It's okay to be startled. It's up to you to be afraid, but don't. See, try to maintain that balance. Try to maintain that balance in your life. And that's what Pentacles are, life. It's life and it's prosperity. It's balancing out right now. You're wondering, is it going to get better? Is it going to get worse? Right now, it's stable. Okay? Just relax. It's being taken care of. Being taken care of. God is in both these pictures. Look how big he is in this one. Standing right beside you like a sun. Look at it in this one. Fills the sky. It's being taken care of for you. It's divinely timed. You're wondering, they're looking in different directions. But on the world spin. They walk this way, they walk this way. In a straight line, eventually they would find each other. If they turn around, they'll find each other sooner. All this means is it doesn't matter what happens with you and your twin flame, with those you love, you are eventually going to be together and it's going to be happy. You are members of Galactic Command. Excuse me. The Emperor. This is Archangel Michael as a member of Galactic Command. You have 3 major cards right here. The most powerful angel in the universe. Also a member of the angelic family, the angel family, which is literally archangels and members of Galactic Command working together. So they just call them the angel family. Yeah, and if you would think of it as a United States military, it would be like the president and all the generals sitting in a room talking about the world. Literally like that, you know. So they just call them the angel family because it's just so much easier to say it like that. And he's looking out the window and he's looking at the world and he's seeing things go by. And if you don't notice, right here, down in this little picture here, right there, hidden between this tree and this top of this tree, there is another member of Galactic Command in there, and that is the Empress. She's out walking the world, and he's keeping an eye on her. She's in the background, doing what she does, walking the world, and he's up making sure everything's going fine. Look at that. The Emperor. That's Archangel Michael. Just so you know. And expecting him to walk around in, you know, all dressed in his angelic armor and garb and his wings. But, you know, he also walks the world as a human, you know, in human guise. He could be walking on the beach wearing swim trunks, carrying a rubber ducky. have one of those towels over his shoulder, and you'd be walking by him, and he'd say hi, and he says hi, and it would be Archangel Michael. He could be wearing anything. He could look like just about any kind of person you can think of. And right now, he is a member of Galactic Command, and he is watching over your life. There's an interest, and as I said, there are things happening with angels and with the Almighty God and everything going on with your twin flame journey. It's a lot of things, you know, that's 3 major cards in your reading. I would say don't worry about it. It's happening the way it's supposed to happen. Things are aligning. You are learning. You are moving forward. I hardly ever see this card. Look at this. Archangel Michael, the most powerful angel in the universe and God's champion. Right there, standing beside the Almighty God. Literally, look at that. Literally becomes his chair. Okay, bottom of the deck. Fourth major card. Scorpio. This is divinely guided. This has been preordained. Old things are ending, new things are starting. The world is moving. More things are developing and starting and stopping and ending and beginning than you can possibly realize at this moment. That is a powerful card. Imagine what Scorpio does every day, every moment. This is divinely guided. This is preordained. This is happening. This is really happening. This is really happening. What is supposed to happen is supposed to happen. That's your reading. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 major cards. Look at that. Look at that. And you're probably worried about this one. Just because it says death doesn't mean someone's going to die. Death is the inevitable change of everything. Scorpio, the inevitable change, the predestined change. No matter what happens, it's going to change. That's your reading. It applies today, tomorrow, or 1,000,000 years from now, whenever you watch this. So, as the angels say, good luck, and I will talk to you later.